Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at your May 2024 general monthly reading. So in general readings, anything's liable to show up. We're just going to check out what your main dominant energy is for this month, some particular challenges you might find yourself in. Also, what are some past influences that are also affecting you during this month, and then finally an outcome, okay? So we are using the Light Seers Tarot to pull your messages, and with clarification, of course. And then we are going to close the reading out with one card from the Eternal Crystals Oracle, which is just going to point out a particular crystal that you can utilize during the month of May that could be beneficial for whatever your main energy is at this particular time, okay? So with that being said, let's just go ahead and set the intention that this is for the sign of Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius in your sun, your moon, your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. All right, let's go ahead and get into your reading, dear Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So we are first looking at the main theme. So what are dominant themes that will be in your midst for the month of May? Let's see, dominant themes for Aquarius. Something about a partnership, a soul connection, love, Two of Cups. What about it? Okay, Eight of Cups, interesting. And the Sun. Okay. I see that there could be, I think the highlight here is something to do with a soul connection, a partnership. This is the Love card. This is like having a soulmate, okay? There's something very significant about your soulmate. But with this Eight of Cups, it's like perhaps you're elevating the relationship. So let's say, for example, if you're someone who's had a recent commitment of some sort, right? Where it's like, even if you've been with this person for a while, you've maybe very recently recommitted yourselves to each other in some type of higher way. That could be getting engaged, getting married, right? If this is something, I feel like the highlight is showing it's more being connected to your soulmate in this sense. And so what that would entail, the Eight of Cups entails that you have to walk away from previous connections in order to really put this Two of Cups, or put this person, this soulmate, on a pedestal. So I see you really disconnecting from anything that threatens this in any way, because the Eight of Cups is all about walking from things that are not that emotionally satisfying. It's like you have a new emotional objective at this time, and I see you really walking away from anything that does not fit this narrative and anything that is going to come in between this Two of Cups energy, okay? And I see you doing that, and it might not have been something that you thought you could do, but I see you doing that this month, and you're actually very happy. This act of you kind of turning your back on people is actually making you quite happy. With the Sun, it's just talks about being optimistic, jovial, seeing the glass is half full, right? So it's you're very happy about doing this. So typically the Eight of Cups is not a very positive sign, but it is, to me, a very emotionally growing sign, because it shows that you have enough emotional intelligence and enough emotional growth that you're willing to walk away from things that no longer fit your current narrative. And like I said, I'm just getting there's some kind of elevation in regards to a love connection, right? And so in order for you to get to the higher level of love connection, hey, there's going to be some particular things that you've got to walk away from. And these could be perhaps let's say in your connection, maybe there is, it doesn't even have to be you walking away from other people. It could just be about you walking away from other habits. Maybe there's just a restructuring of how you have to do things now in order to accommodate, or in order to fulfill this restructuring of this commitment that you have undergone, okay? So I see that as being the main theme. There's something that you are adjusting, that you're walking away from, maybe even sacrificing for love, okay? And it's not even a problem. You might have thought you could have never done this, but here you are actually doing it and actually being happy about it, right? Seeing that exchange it's great. Like, I love that for you, okay? Let's go ahead and look at your past influences. So what are some factors that, are in your past? Like, time is linear, despite what they say it is. So what are things that have happened in the past that are affecting you this month? Let's see past influences for Aquarius. Past influences for Aquarius. Past influences for Aquarius. Okay. So I see in the past you made a decision to really manifest a particular situation. Whatever this, it's like whatever goals or objectives that you had, you used the material, you used your resources at your disposal. You did your due diligence with your research with this Page of Swords, okay? So there's something that you have recently manifested that it didn't just happen like voila, right? You actually used a lot of like high level thinking, a lot of intelligence. You did your research on this, okay? And it came as a choice. There was a choice that you were making, but it was a very educated choice that you made, right? And it was a choice to change some things around you in order for you to elevate to some degree. But I feel like with the Magician card, it's like you have something that you want and you did the research to find out what it was, right? And then you made a very educated decision about what direction you want to go into. You made a very educated decision about, and this could be in relations to a job. This could be in relations to a relationship with another person. It's like you've studied that person, right? You did your, maybe like, for example, let's say you're manifesting a person. You're like, okay, this is my, like, and I do see that there's something very significant about love, because I'm still like going back to this Two of Cups energy where there's something to do with a soulmate partnership. It's like you feel like you've manifested this person, okay? But that manifestation didn't just come through idle, like, prayers, you know what I mean? You were like, oh my God, I wish they'd see me. Oh my God, no, you did the work, right? Whether this is investigating the actual person to see if they fit the bill as a great partner for you. But there's something about you researching what you're manifesting so that you could make the best guess, the best decision that was not just for you, but for this other person as well. Like, this is in regards, if we're talking about a person, if we're talking about a particular job or a project that you're working on, you had the idea of what you want to manifest, what you want to come to fruition, and you did the work. You did the research to see what are all of the tools that you need. So what are the action steps that you need to take? So I see you, there's something in the past that has effect, that I'm not saying, like, when you say effect is not like a bad thing, but I feel like there's definitely something from the past that you've manifested about a serious decision that you've recently made that you didn't do just willy-nilly, right? There was a lot of research involved in it, okay? So I see that as that past that is really coming to terms with your present, right? And when we talk about that present, I'm thinking intuitively, this definitely has to do with some type of connection in some way, okay? With the person. So for the month of May, let's go ahead and look at challenges. Oh my God, these kitties. Keisha, can you... Please, girl. Okay. Let's see. What are challenges? Show me possible challenges for Aquarius. What are possible challenges for Aquarius? I think there were some doors that you closed, maybe some chapters that you completed, maybe some people that you even cut off. I see this Ten of Swords here, but this is telling me this might not be your energy. because there's a difficulty in cutting someone off. You've got Five of Wands, which talks about competition, jealousy, too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak, right? But this could be like too many people aligning themselves in your life, too many people maybe even vying for your attention. And so it's been kind of painful. It's been a painful process. Let's say if you have recently committed to someone, and maybe you know how it is sometimes, like when you're like, but in the stages, like before you get into like an actual committed relationship, you could still have people that you are like somewhat emotionally tied to in some way, okay? Whether they be physical, emotional, but now that you are committed to another person, it doesn't seem appropriate to continue certain connections that were romantic in nature with other people that didn't quite get to that higher level, okay? But they were still around. So I'm seeing this as the challenge is that there are people who could be having a hard time with you ending things with them, because Ten of Swords is like a painful ending to things, okay? It's like cutting it off from the head. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. And I do think it has to do with other people, and I'm not saying a person, a different people. There could be a difficult time really like realigning your mindset, because the Ace of Swords is all about a new way of thinking, okay? So I feel like there's a prior version of you that just does not exist anymore, that people cannot have access to. Like, it's still there, but it's like people don't have access to you in the way that they used to. And so it's the challenge is you standing on your new way of thinking, okay? Especially when it has to do with other people who could be involved. They could be feeling the effects of your new thoughts, right? And now you're having to cut things off, like just you're not doing it anymore. So I see that being a challenge. Like during this month, there could be some residual energy of people from the past kind of trying to come back into your life and see if they could like kind of tempt you or re-engage you in some way. But it's like, no, you're focused in, you're locked in. And I just keep going back to this as a relationship. You're locked in on a person. So if you were the type of Aquarius who was here and you were there and you was everywhere, you was making like, mixed connections with people, you're no longer in this space anymore. You're a little bit more focused. You have a newer way of thinking. And so it's going to be a little bit challenging to kind of close that chapter on people who didn't quite make it. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing as the challenge for you. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and look at what is a likely outcome for the month of May for Aquarius. Show me a likely outcome. What is a likely outcome for Aquarius? Okay. I'm seeing new opportunities for travel, perhaps. Traveling with Bae. So Ace of Pentacles are new opportunities that we're forging into our material world. The Six of Swords definitely is like the travel card, the transition card. And then you got the Page of Cups, which is all about messages of love. So it's like, I see you, this could be like going on a trip with your honey boo-boo. Like, I don't know why I said honey boo-boo, but it's going on a trip with like your bae, starting something new. Like this could even be like having an idea that you have, like, if this has nothing to do with love, which I'm not convinced that it doesn't. I think that it does. But if it doesn't, it's like your outcome is perhaps due to this like new way of thinking, you materialize a new opportunity that you decide to kind of go on, it's like a new journey that you're going under, okay? Six of Swords is not staying where you are. It's deciding to go elsewhere. Like I said, it could be an actual physical trip in its literal sense, but it could also be this transformation or this transition, right? You're transitioning from being one kind of person to another kind of person, okay? So I feel like there's a new opportunity for you to do that and to like express yourself more on an emotional level, okay? Or to open up more emotionally, right? So I see that as an outcome for the month of May. new opportunities for travel, new opportunities for expressing yourself in the love relationship. Just overall main theme. But I'm like, the main thing, if I had to like close this up, would just be you focusing in on a higher level of commitment and walking away from anything else that cannot go forward with you in the future. And I see you being very happy about that. There could be, in order for you to have found this person, like it's definitely someone that you have manifested in your life, but you've done your due diligence of research and making sure that you've done all of the right things, so that you can make the choice to be with this person. Okay. Meanwhile, there could be other people who want to have access to you, and they're having a hard time with this new you, right? I feel like there's something new, recently new, about like how you're shifting your mindset. You're shifting a former way of how you used to be. You're no longer that anymore. And I see that there could be other people who try to like kind of lure you back into whatever that space is, and it's just not fitting anymore because there is a new way of how you're thinking about things. And so I see this outcome. You could be preparing for a new opportunity for travel, or just a new opportunity in general, where you're just like, I'm not here anymore. You out. Okay. So love this for you. Let's go ahead and look into a particular crystal that you can utilize for the month of May. Okay. So your crystal is children. Okay. KUNZITE. KUNZITE has something to do, there's something significant about children, which is so funny because when I was shuffling this, I don't know, I saw the Empress card kind of peeking a few times. It didn't come out, but I did see it. So, and the Empress is all about motherhood, and so I don't know. So there's something significant about children. KUNZITE activates your third eye and your heart chakra. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to read you the description of the card. And if you have some KUNZITE, fantastic. If you don't, maybe like just make a decision to go out and get you some KUNZITE, okay? But children are being highlighted for you. You are being guided to spend more time with the important children in your life. If you don't have any children, KUNZITE can relate to you needing to reconnect with your inner child and see the world through their eyes. Take time to enjoy the simple things in life. Notice the colors of the leaves, flowers, and sky. Get creative. Play, dance, laugh, or sing. Reconnect with the fun side of life. If you do have children, grandchildren, or nieces and nephews, reach out to them at this time. Take note of what is important to them and what would they like to share with you. Often, all a child truly wants is to feel loved and that their thoughts and feelings count. There's no need for grand, extravagant gestures. Sometimes we underestimate the significance of simply spending quality time together, doing everyday things. You may also have been drawn to KUNZITE today because you are considering adding children to your family. These new beginnings are on the way to you. Remain positive and enjoy the new addition to your family. So, Two of Cups, you loving. I see a honeymoon. I see babies being made. That's it. That's what I got for you, Aquarius. So, if this resonated with you, please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. If you would like a personal reading, you'd like to get a little bit deeper, delve a little bit deeper into this, because remember, this is just a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everybody. But if this really did resonate with you and you'd like to do a personal reading, you can book me. You can find more information in the description of this channel, or in the description of this video, or in the about section of the channel. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful month of May. Love you. Bye.